and we have I'm really excited about this. Our guest here, Christian Bob from Houston, one of my all-time favorite guys who's got exudes with passion for officiating and for being around people who love the game. So, Christian, thanks a lot for being with us, and let's have a good time here. We can pick your brain and hear about what's going on there with you as far as officiating and your life in Houston, Texas. So, thanks a lot, Bud, for being with us.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me. Thank you
Yeah.
for.
So what's this picture? Those are three happy guys there. So what's going on here?
So the first picture is this is my first college game at Angelina College. So it's about a 2 hour, 2.5 hour drive if you know how the JUCO gauntlet is. So Angelina College is a pretty good JUCO. So this is my first college game. Um, a
Yeah.
few familiar faces.
Yeah.
So
The guy on the left is a veteran official, right? He's been around.
yes, sir. Mr. Donald Computer is on the left, and then Mr. Fern. He actually uh, he's familiar with Court Club as well.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So how'd you do in that game?
I didn't look like a rookie. That's what I was told. So as long as
I like it.
I did pretty good, but it's still trying to transfer from the high school mechanics to the college mechanics, and
Yeah.
at a high school game the day before. Is
Yeah. Oh, now here, just speaking of that, this is like a TBL crew, huh?
Yes, sir. So Mr. Paul Carter gave me an opportunity. This is my first TBL game, my first professional game.
Yeah.
So
So Christian, from the time that I met you in Indianapolis to that picture right there, you have been in the weight room. I mean, good, right? Good weight, right?
yes, sir. I've been in the weight room. You can say that.
Yeah, you look really good. I mean, that in that picture right there, you look that's a great look. Very good, right? I would believe you before you even blew the whistle. So I, let's think. Oh, so what do we? This is either got to be a wedding or some kind of a fraternity. What is this right here?
Yes, sir. So I'm a part of the Pi Alpha Kappa fraternity, which is Pikes. Uh, it's a couple of my friends that I picked up on the way in college. So my
Okay.
first actual fraternity, trying to see if I can get in another fraternity. So
Uh, you got the little red bow tie, looking classy, right there. Yeah. So, is there anybody in there that any of those folks that are really knocking it out of the park and doing really well?
I think from left to right, everybody is doing something, doing pretty good in their respective fields. So that's the great thing about this fraternity. It's a business fraternity. So
Hmm.
everybody they had their goals set before you could even be accepted into the fraternity.
Oh, very good. Very good. I like it. Okay. Um, so do we have one more, Austin, or is that it? Oh, we got one more. Oh, yeah. Now that you got to tell us about this. This is what a great picture.
Yes, sir. So left to right, that's my father. Uh, my sister, that's right. She's right next to me, and then my mom. That's who uh that's who I my foundation. So
Yeah.
you know
So this was graduation from.
from college. So this is
Yeah.
uh this is right after graduating from Lamar University out in
Yeah.
Bo.
Very good. Very well. Well, first place, I love seeing the support group. I mean, that's going to be in years to come. I would think that'd be one of the most meaningful pictures that you have. That you'll always keep that and remember those days. Did you have, so how was your experience at Lamar?
Lamar is pretty cool. I think that's where I first started doing intramurals. I
Yeah.
wouldn't say I got the referee bug in college, but that's where I got my feet wet. I started refereeing intramurals basketball. So I wasn't a part of a chapter, but it was something that, it was a different walk of life already.
Yeah. So that was where you actually started doing games where they were keeping score and it was competitive.
Yes, sir. Yes,
All
sir.
right. So tell me, sometimes the intramural games can be harder because those guys are getting after it. Was that true in Lamar?
You can say that, and then you got to see them on the way to lunch the next day. So,
Yeah.
that sometimes they give you, sometimes they used to dap you up. Now they look at you sideways like, man, you could have let that call go. But yeah, they're right. I probably could have had a more patient whistle
Yeah.
on some
So
of.
from Lamar, what were you? Did you then move on, and where did the officiating thing jump at you? And what happened to Christian Bob when you after you graduated from Lamar? Both work and refereeing.
So I went ahead and I utilized my degree and started working with the community. So um, around the time I received my degree, that's when 2020 happened. So COVID. So about a year and a half, I was working with Salvation Army, and that's when COVID happened. So I started working with a nonprofit to drop off like 300 meals a day to children in the community, and it got pretty pretty hard for me. So I went ahead and moved back home, and I stayed with my parents for about a year, and from there, I uh, I roomed with somebody for about 3 or 4 months before I started to look into Court Club, and that's actually how I met Court Club. Was I was doing camps, and I was couch surfing, so to speak. So I was living on living on someone's couch for about 3 months, and watching Court Club, looking at Mr. Ed Rush, and not like the language just really started to stick to me because I've been a athlete. I was a triathlete in high school, but just the just the language and how the that's where I think I got my passion from. So that's when I really got the bug, was watching Court Club on YouTube.
That's amazing. So wait a minute. So you were doing volunteer work for the Salvation Army, trying to help people survive, right? And you were living with somebody to have a roof over your head, but at the same time, you were learning about officiating.
Yes, sir. So that's how it starts. It's quick money, it's cash,
Yeah.
but then you start to see that this is a good way to connect with the youth. Sometimes you have to some people are kinesthetic learners, so that's how you talk to some of the youth. Well, most of the people that play sports are kinesthetic learners, so that I think that was a great way for me to you know to to preach to the children, so to speak.
Yeah. So that took you to where, I mean, from there 2020, and now finally that we got back to some level of normalcy. And so how does your now you're officiating, now you're working college games from the time you were laying on the couch and watching us on YouTube to
Yep.
now you're working college games. Wow, that's some journey. It's a pretty short period of time too. If you think about it. So how does this all tie in? With how's your work and refereeing and all tie in? I know you work a lot of games. How does that all tie in?
So it's a good thing knowing that I work with the city of Houston as a recreation supervisor. So most of the people that I answer to, uh, or that I have to uh, give my schedule to, have been in that position where they were either athletes or they were some type of sport. So I think it was easier for me uh, to um, to ask for like a day off, or to be able to go to camp. So working with the city, it has helped me a lot because now I fell in love with different sports. At first, it was basketball, basketball, basketball. But now I get to see the culture of soccer or the way tennis attire. I really like how tennis is set up. So uh, that's how my work and just being a professional and referee ties in. So uh, the kids love it. They love how I'm professional and the language that we speak with refereeing. So now I have the opportunity for children to do 3-on-3 tournaments, working the clock, or to come to the pro-am and wipe the courts down. So that's really why I like working here, because now it's tying in to
Mhm.
from basketball to to my life, my community, and working
So
with.
you're helping people integrate into the game of basketball through a lot of different avenues,
Mhm.
and you're sharing your love for the game at the same time as you go along, right? So what did you I mean, it's fascinating. I mean, your journey is so unique. I mean, every time everybody we talk to is that way, but to think about what you've accomplished in such a short period of time, but you've been all in, right? I mean, you're one of these guys that's all in. And I mean, you can obviously tell that. So what does your schedule look like this past year?
So man, to tell you the truth, I actually I've had 15 games, college games, my first year, um, ranging from JUCO to NAIA to Division 3. My high school, my high school schedule is pretty solid. Um, I did a playoff. I always get like at least 1 or 2 playoff games, but I was able to extend my career and do TBL in the February, which I think is a great outlet. Because after your basketball season is over, now you get to still referee at a high level.
Mhm.
So that's my schedule is from maybe Thursday, Friday I have a high school game. Saturday I'll drive out to about 2 or 3 hours, or depending on how where they want me. So or and then in February I do a TBL. So now I drive to San Antonio, which is the closest TBL game that we can have here.
That's a very, very strong commitment you demonstrated there. So let's talk about the your development as an official because obviously it's leaps and bounds. So what kind of things? I know that now I know how you're close to what we're doing as far as the Nuggets during the year, and you're learning to watch video and tell the Court Club community about your development as far we know your schedule now. Remarkable. How did one Christian Bob get to the point of being on the couch watching YouTube to working 2025 working 25 15 college games? That's a big step, right? So give us a look at the process there.
Well, if you like, I I think Court Club really helped me out, not only in basketball with life, because now I keep a journal, and in this journal I have, you can check it out. I have when I my first college tryout. I have my I have my first college tryout here. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
So I have my first college tryout in my journal.
Uh-huh.
I have the time I went to Mr. Roger Ayers referee's choice. I have the ticket, the airline ticket. So everything I do, I try to document it now, like as we're taught. And I think that's really, it shows leaps and bounds, because now when you document personal things, it's easier to document um, when we're doing our Court Club Nugget or our Club Minute. So it's
Mhm.
easy to to start documenting, like what play recalling,
Mhm.
so to speak.
Yeah. So then you find the plays that all of a sudden you look at a play on the Nuggets, the next thing you know, you have the play in your game. mean, I'm sure that happens, huh?
Countless times, especially, and I think it's wonderful because we get to watch it at a high level, and then it's slower when we're actually watching it in pregame and it happens in the game. Because now we're all laughing and we understand the importance of pre-gaming and the importance of watching film and making sure you find the the mirror model video routine.
Yeah. So leadership then. I'm listening to you and I'm hearing leadership, right? I'm hearing somebody that you're a model for others to follow. So these young folks that you're around, in the recreation facilities, do people come to you and say about officiating? Are they drawn to you? Are you able to share? Because we know that there's a long list of things that are really good about being in the officiating community. Are you able to, from a standpoint of leading by influence, by example, is that happening in your life?
Yes, sir. You could just yesterday, preparing for our summer enrichment program, but we still have kids that like to come by, and although the after school program has completed, they still come by and want to know, hey, which they just want to know the proper terminology of basketball. So I think uh, I think it does. It's easy. I tell every child it's easier to learn it when you become a teacher. So not only am I helping out the children, but I'm in countless Zoom meetings. Uh, I think leadership starts when you're willing to listen. So if you will,
Absolutely.
uh, I think that's the most important part of leadership.
Starts with that's where communication starts. I mean, obviously, you can't work 15 college games without developing the ability to communicate. So, I mean, that's where it starts. The first part of that is listening. So that's just as we kind of do a wrap up, because I know you're between games and you got to
Yes.
get back. You got to get back to work here. But and thanks for doing this. I really appreciate it. I mean, you're a busy guy, and to catch you between the action. So, where is this going to take you? Where would you want to be in an ideal situation? You're putting in a tremendous amount of work. You're getting better by the day. You're growing both personally, professionally, and officiating wise. Um, Ultimately, down the road, where do you think this is going to take you, or where would you like to end up?
Well, I like to end up at the highest level possible. So, uh, wherever that takes me, I like to be there. So if everybody knows what the highest level possible is, that's where I want to be.
Okay.
And I wouldn't mind you know, getting a call to help out overseas, or even though we're uh I probably won't be in this Olympics, but I have I have some goals down that I would like to accomplish. But overall, I think as long as I'm helping out the community, and if I have a side business called um to help operate clocks in different sports. I think if overall if I become a great leader in the sport world, then my the clock operation will be very fruitful for me.
Well, Christian, I got a word that comes to mind when I think of you. You're an influencer. By the way you overcome, I mean, you're on somebody's couch and you're volunteering. I mean, volunteered for the Salvation Army and where you are now and where directionally you're headed, you're an influencer. I mean, I would think that people would watch and then, the things, the opportunities that are ahead of you and the way you're preparing yourself for that. And then you're also helping people along the way as they continue to grow. It's phenomenal, it really is. I mean, you should feel really good about the process you're in. I mean, I know that you're very together about day to day, and that's really something that it sounds to me like you really enjoy mentoring, helping other people.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, in respect to you to get back to your game, do you have anything you want to say to the Court Club community, before you go back to work?
I think it's very important to show loyalty. I think the first time I ever met you, Coach, you took a chance on me, and ever since then, I want to show my loyalty by how far I drive, or just being able to pick up the phone whenever you call me. So you took a chance on me, and I hope I can take a chance on someone in my walk of life, because you have helped me out a lot, and I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Well, it's our pleasure. I mean, Trudy Rush enjoys hearing about you, and we feel that we're connected. We feel connected, to what you're doing. And I have a tremendous amount of confidence that you are in a great place, and then things are going to just get better by the day. So blessings to you, man. Thanks so much for being with us.
Yes, sir.